All right. Hey, everybody, welcome to today's episode number 5 of Coach Prime Fanatics. Thank you for being here today. First off, before I even get into the topic of today, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing fine. Um, if you haven't liked this yet, go ahead and say hi in the comments, engage so that these episodes can start getting out there so we can start building our subscriber base inside this community. If you value being a part of a community of Coach Prime fans, who's focused in on becoming winners at life and business, then you're in a great place. This is the uniqueness of this particular community that we're building here. So these are the things that we share in common. So if you hadn't subscribed yet, subscribe. Also share whenever the episodes are complete. Take part in sharing and inviting others to the episodes and to our community. Which brings me into also hit the bell notification before I move forward, so you can get notified whenever we go live. Right now, we're going live at 11 o'clock Central Time every day, Monday through Friday. That is, and then that's where we're at right now. If anything changes with that time, I'll let you all know. But you'll get notified though whenever you hit that bell notification. Also, make sure that you're on a subscribers list. Make sure that you are subscribed to our Coach Prime Fanatics newsletter. It's a weekly newsletter that keeps you up to date with the principles and the strategies and the tools and the traits that we share to help you to be able to win, to have a winning mindset, a winning skill set, winning tool set. That's what we're all about, to help you be a winner. So subscribe, and every week you can expect to receive a newsletter in your email inbox. Also, throughout the week, though, you can engage with members of the community. You can take advantage of our programs that we share with you inside the community, the discussions that we have, as well as the resources that's available to help you win. Okay, that's it. So that brings me into the topic for today. I want to give you a quick tour. That's all it's really going to be. I just want to give you a tour of the CoachPrimeFanatics.com hub, and then our hub community. All right. I want to share what's inside of that, how to get access to it, so that you know where to go to get access to things. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive in. I will also leave some time at the end for a Q&A. If you have any questions or anything about anything that I share with you, that'll be the time to ask. But let's go ahead and dive right into this. I'd like to give a quick overview, though. Before we dive into that, I always want to make sure that you keep on the forefront of your thinking what it means to be a winner. All right. 3 things. SPA, to be the winner. All right. I keep thinking about this Zig Ziglar quote: to be the winner that you were born to be, you have to prepare to win. You got to plan to win, or you got to plan to win, prepare to win. You got to expect to win, but SPA is you have to first successfully set worthwhile goals. All right. Ideal goals for yourself. These are predetermined goals that you set, for yourself. Where are you going? What are you waking up to every day? Set goals for yourself. All right. That's what a winner does. Next, the winner makes progress. That's the P. Progress towards those worthwhile goals. Whatever those predetermined, ideal, worthwhile goals of yours that you set for yourself and for your life, progress towards it. Okay. Every single day, you're making progress. And then finally, you want to achieve or arrive upon, get to the point to where you have reached your worthwhile goals. All right. That's the achievement of those goals. So SPA, set goals, progress towards goals, and then achieve goals. All right. That's what winners do. The minute you don't set goals, the minute you're not progressing towards goals, the minute you're not achieving your goals, then that's what losers do. That's what quitters do. So don't quit on continuously setting goals for yourself, adjusting goals, setting new goals. So just set goals, have a direction. If a ship goes out into sea without a predetermined destination, then it's just wandering aimlessly, right? And you don't want to be an aimless wanderer. You want to be a meaningful, specific. You want to be specific about purpose and where you're going and what you're doing. All right, have an aim. You know, don't take flight without knowing where you're going. You can still enjoy it. It's not taking away your freedom. You can still enjoy where you're going, but have somewhere to go to. And then when you get there, you can go to the next place, but always have somewhere to go. Um, I remember Earl Nightingale. He talks about, in The Strangest Secret is a popular audio. Earl Nightingale is known as like the godfather of personal development, right? So he's a great personal development teacher. No longer with us, but his work is still, serving people today. But he talks about, and I almost forgot my point because I started talking about Earl instead of why I was bringing Earl up. But let me think for a second where I was going with that. But yeah. So let me just keep going. It's gonna come back to me. But where Earl Nightingale, though, he talks about, in The Strangest Secret, in the audio that he produces and have put out, he talks about success, and he talks about, how to get there, yeah, I know where I was going. What it means to be a loser, like quitting on your goals, and what it means to not have a goal. And here it is. Yeah, he was talking about the person who doesn't succeed, and the person who doesn't succeed is the person. I need some more height to myself. Hold on, give me. I need to give myself some more height. All right, I'm back. But the person that doesn't succeed is the person who is not setting goals. That person that doesn't know where they're going. That's the thing. And that's the reason why a person wouldn't succeed, when you don't know where you're going. And he was talking about how you can have a person, typically the person who's winning continues to win, and the person who's not winning continues to not win. And the main reason behind that is because the person who wins, they know where they're going, they progress towards where they're going, right? And they get to where they're going, right? That's the winner. That's a winning mentality. And there's winning. The winning mentality is even seen. It's seen through the principles that are shared, those rules to live by that are shared through the 21 Principle Game Plan in the book produced and authored by Coach Prime, called The 21 Ways to Win Off and on and off the field. Elevate and Dominate is the title, but the subtitle is 21 Ways to Win on and off the field. And he shares these success principles. And when I say success principles, I'm talking about principles that lead to success, principles that result in success. And remember, what is success? Success is when you are progressing towards the goal. What does a winner do? A winner lives a life of success because they set goals and they progress towards those goals, right? Yeah, and that applies to anything in whether it's just life, general life, as well as business. The same thing applies. You have to set goals. You have to progress towards those goals and achieve those goals to win in those areas of your life. So this is just reminders. We're talking about reminders here. So now you might think, okay, how to win? Okay, how do you position yourself, set goals, progress towards goals, and achieve goals? Well, you have to take upon that winning mindset, skill set, and Toolset. You have to spend time with life principles that shape your thinking. The way that you think is important, because how you think is who you are is also very important. So that winning Toolset, the character building traits and tools, that helps you become who you are. And who you are is going to determine how you speak, how you talk, how you behave, so it's going to help to shape your mindset, so that from your mind you're gonna take action, so your character is who you are, and um, once you actively start becoming the person that you want to be, then it's going to include um, your way of thinking. It's going to include your behavior. All of those things are going to result from that person that you've become, from the person you've developed into, so having a winning mindset, and spending time with principles that can help shape your thinking, character-based principles, that that all those things that you get from, like, just, it can be genetics, it can be just from influences and values that you got from maybe family members, or from your environment that you're in, from your education in your life, whether that's formal or informal, from experiences that you've had, environments that you've been in. All of those things influence you. The passions that you hold, all of those things take part in the shaping of your character, and then once that's done, you can expect for your actions and your words and your attitudes and all of that to come from that. So you want your character to be positive, okay? The skill set, when it comes to you building up skill sets, and especially when it relates to business, there's brand marketing strategies. Your brand, who you are, that person you are, that's your brand. That person you are, that's how you can help serve people. And that's what it's all about. How can you help serve other people? And whichever way that you are desiring to do that, that brand of yours has to be marketed, so that you can reach the people and attract the people to you who you would like to serve. You see, but you got to be able to market your brand, and there's brand marketing strategies that I share with you inside of our community. I'm going to show you inside of our newsletter, and then of course it's the tools that you need, because there's tools to help you put into action the strategies that you learn when it comes to marketing your brand, and the principles that you learn when it comes to just living life, everyday life, and the habits that you have and the things that you do. There's tools to help you to carry out these things, and and these tools, these tools and these traits, when applied, helps you to build character, okay, which is the foundation to everything that you do. All right, so I've spoken that enough. Now what I want to do is I want to take you on a tour of CoachPrimeFanatics.com. It took me like 12, 13 minutes of just talking before I can actually get here, but when you go to CoachPrimeFanatics.com, I just dropped it on the screen. It's going to take you to our home online. All right. This is the home of Coach Prime Fanatics. Now, when you get here, here's what it's going to look like. Okay. All right. This is what you're going to get. All right, so it's just telling you what it's all about, asking you a quick question: do you want to win with Coach Prime? And then who we are as a community of winners at life and business. And we're using Coach Prime's 21 principle game plan and rules to live by from his book to help us to with that winning mentality, that winning mindset. All right. So if you're somebody who's ready to win, you're given the opportunity to get shown how to win. And when you click on show me how to win, it's going to take you to this page right here where you get to sign up for the 21 principle game plan that you can follow. All right. This 21 principle game plan is provided through the newsletter. All right. The Coach Prime Fanatics newsletter is found within that game plan because it's shared within the newsletter. Okay, and that newsletter information comes, like I said, primarily from Coach Prime's book, but then there's also brand marketing strategies that I share because I'm an affiliate marketing coach. Coach Prime is a life coach, and he also a football coach, and I coach affiliate marketers, how to be affiliate marketing pros. And I also, I guess, would consider myself a life coach as well, because I like that. I like the personal development side as well as the marketing side of things, And so I follow the lead of Coach Prime. That's what I relate to when it comes to him being that coach. So I'm forming this community of others who are just like me, who people who is following Dion Coach Prime Sanders for a reason, because of the life coaching he provides, because of the winning mentality that he has, and the winning skill set that he has, and the winning character that he has, and the tools that he used to build up that character. So anyway, you can subscribe to the weekly newsletter right here. But back to the home. Okay, so as you scroll down, you can learn a little bit more about who we are as a community. We're here because we're enthusiastic about Coach Prime, and we're dedicated uncritically. We're not critics. We're not media members per se. Like we're not out to critique the work. We're out to support the work that he's doing to win. And the coaching that he provides. So that's what we're out to do. And we want to win right alongside Coach Prime, and we want to support and uplift his vision to be the first African American college coach in the NCAA Division I FBS rankings to win a national championship. So we support the assembly and development of the winning college football program and the culture of champions that he's forming over at Colorado football. So, just University of Colorado. So anyway, you can continue to scroll down. This is just him talking about his vision and what he wants to do. Remember, that's his goal. You want to go of your own. Also, learn how to become a winner here. 4 easy steps. You can subscribe to the newsletter. You can go to the blog. You can check out resources that's available to you, and then you can join the community by just become a Coach Prime fan or fanatic by going to the VIP inner circle and joining us. So I want to show you what each of those look like. So I showed you how to subscribe to the newsletter. When you go there and you click on the button, I'm ready, next step please, it's going to take you here. You can start improving your life by getting access to the information shared in the newsletter. Put in your name and your email, and boom, you're going to start receiving it every week. All right. Now, for those that want to stay informed with like different content, like videos that's being shot or information that I share with you, is going to be posted on the blog. You can go to the blog right here inside the hub right here, and there's different topics. You see different topics that you can experience in the blog. But this is how you stay up to date with Dion Coach Prime Sanders, Colorado football, life coaching tips and strategies that he shares. So you'll see some different posts right here. You'll see all of the most recent Coach Prime Fanatics show episodes, right? You'll see those right here. You would just click on them if you want to read them. Just go to any one that you would like, and you'll see a little bit more. You'll be able to watch it, read what it's about, and then from inside of each blog post, you can subscribe to the newsletter if you're not already subscribed. On the right-hand panel, you'll see some, just some access to popular articles or posts on the blog. You'll see access to the book if you want to go out and purchase the book. There's some different brand marketing tools that are shared for those of you who are entrepreneurs and building business online. Just different resources are available to you. So that's what the blog is all about. All right, so let's go back here. All right, so for those of you who would like some access to some resources, you can click on check out the resources, and it's going to take you here. And you'll see the menu up top, but this is just like what's considered a private vault of top resources for Coach Prime Fanatics. And you can access these resources that's going to help you with everything from life to business to character building, all of those main things. But you'll see the different topics of resources available to you. And to get access to it, you will have to click on join the VIP community, and you'll get full access to these tools and resources. All right. There's also, let's go back to I'll come back to this one, but let's see. The last thing you can do is you can become a Coach Prime Fanatic by joining our private VIP inner circle. This is, like I said before, you'll get the latest and greatest information, the fan content, the engagement, the discussion, programs, resources, all of those things. All right. It's a complete free community, but it's enjoyable because you get your hands on a lot of information and content. So I'm going to go back though to the menu up here, and I want to show you right up here where, look, there's a Prime 21 store on Amazon. If you want to get any CU football Coach Prime related gear, just click on store. If you're already in our community and you just want to log in, you would just click on the blue button, VIP login. You click on community, you can join the community for the first time. And then also there's a section called programs right here. And these are on-demand programs, but these programs are, as it says, it's just a resource for comprehensive on-demand programs that covers CU football topics. All right. So you get access to analysis, film breakdowns, insightful media coverage, all those things about football. So there's 11, I believe. 11. Let me make sure. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 11 chosen programs that's available inside the community that you can access. Well Off Media, you're probably familiar already. You follow Colorado football and Coach Prime. It's the Spotlight program, and you can get access to watch videos that are published by Well Off Media. And most of these videos are from YouTube, but they're just uniquely in an organized fashion put all in one place within our community in the programs area for these 11 content creators and program producers only. So Well Off Media is the Spotlight program. If you want to get access, you would just click on watch videos, and then what occurs is it tells you how to get free access. How to just click on the button, create your free account, and get free access to this Colorado football media coverage. All right. But let me tell you about a few of the programs. Okay. So for example, if you scroll down, you have Well Off Media, for example, it's the Spotlight. You got Reach the People Media with Darius Sanders. Each one of these programs offer a unique way in which they provide content. Okay. So just understand that, and you'll be able to choose who is your most liked content provider. You can go to all of them, but they all have their uniqueness about them. And when we go into the community, I'll share a little bit about that as well. But you have Darius Sanders with a very creative and entertaining way of providing an inside look into the program. You have Uncle Neely with the Pregame Show Network, and it's a network of different topics, but all rooted and all centered around Colorado football. So Colorado football is at the center. The Pregame Show Network has different shows within the network that kind of highlights different aspects of the program. You have Governor Camden Dempsey, which is like one of the newest content creators, but he's actually a player on the team, and he gives like a behind the scenes all access look into the program. You got Buffed Prime, also fairly new, in comparison to the others, but provides a unique perspective in that they more so specialize in film breakdowns. All right, so that's what they do. Big Dog Chico Sports Talk, you can get a unique viewpoint from Big Dog as well. Big Dog Chico, he collaborates with several other content providers, so he has almost like his own network that he's forming, but they talk about different things on different shows that he has within his network, but he's available. You got Adam Munster Tiger, who's a long time local media member, who covers Colorado football and recruiting for 247 Sports. You also have Brian Howell, who's similar to Adam. He's been covering Colorado football for a while. I don't know how many years, but he's a part of the local area media and sports media coverage for Colorado. We also have DNVR Bus Podcast, who's somewhat in the local area in Boulder, Colorado, but they are in Denver, but that's right there, pretty close. I think it's like a 30 minutes or so away, but they are a part of the local coverage as well, but they have a very exciting, informative, unique podcast that they do every day, that covers the Colorado Buffaloes pretty well. Then you have also Big Dog. I mean, he has some great content, like when it comes to interviewing. Like his thing is he interviews the parents of the players. So he does a really great job with that. He's branching off to do some other types of shows as well, but that's something he does really well. Life in Football, their claim to fame pretty much, or what they do really well is that they interview players, coaches, and staff, and they do a great job, especially with the players. Colin Moore, he's the host of Life in Football. He also has a business partner where he has a podcast with his business partner, and they talk all things college football. I think they talk all things life in football, but Colin specifically kind of focuses heavily on Colorado football, so he interviews players and coaches and staff, and and dives into their lives, and allows his followers to get an inside view of who these players are, who these coaches are, and who the staff is. Then you have Buffs TV, and that's a longtime media sportscaster and of Colorado football, and his name is Mark Johnson. He allows you to keep up with what's going on with Colorado football. You also have the CU creative team, who's behind the official Colorado football YouTube channel. And they provide us with a different perspective as well from the official Colorado football media coverage. All right, so between all of these programs, you can stay up to date with Colorado football and what's going on pretty well. You get everything that you need. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to take you into the community. So if you click on, let's just say you were trying to get into one of these programs in one of these communities. Let's just see. You're going to click on Join VIP Community. All right. And when you get here, this is what it's going to look like. I'm just going to sign out because I was already signed in. But you're going to see a video here, just kind of me saying hi and explaining to you what you're going to get from the community as a write-up. But you would click on a button right here that says Join Group. Put in your first name, last name, email, password, confirm password, and click on Create New Account. If you already have an account, you would just click on Log In and put in the email address and password that you created or that you used to create your free account. All right, so that's that. And all right, once you're inside, this is what you can expect to see. All right, there's some different topics of discussion that you can participate in. There's a general discussion tab. Then there's specific tabs, that where you can come and introduce yourself. There's conversation about everything from winning culture to winning at life, winning brand, winning character, different announcements, live events, recognition, Buffs football, Deion Sanders press, life and business support, so all of those are available. If you want to make a post, you just click in that white area, put on the title, and start writing, and then choose which category your post will fall under, and then click on post. But that's it. You can schedule a post, you can put up a picture, a GIF, a poll, whatever it is you want to do, all right, to engage. But there's an about section, but the programs area, that's what I was referring to when we were just reviewing all the different programs. But here's the listing of all the CU Buffs football media content providers, the top 11 here that I've highlighted. And you can go to each one you want, but for example, when you click on open and you go into each one, you're going to see the uniqueness of each one in the community. Okay. You're going to see like Coach Prime exclusives, CU Buffs experience. This is for Well Off Media. Practice film, pregame film, game day film, full game highlights, Well Off Media clips. Those are unique to Well Off Media, and you'll see this like coverage for summer 2024. Each week, they're on week 3 right now, and summer workouts. So you can kind of keep up with what's going on. Some of the content will be similar. Some of them are in the same place filming, but it's from their unique lens. You see, they might be talking specifically here. So in this one, this is Deion Sanders Jr., whose nickname is Bucky. So he has his own uniqueness in how he creates and publishes his content. So his brand is Well Off. So you can expect to see that kind of lifestyle, and what he points out and what he shares, so it's very unique. Next thing is let's see here. You got Reach the People Media with Darius Standards. No relation to Coach Prime, but has an inside view and the trust of Coach Prime and the program to come in, and he does player interviews. He has his own Coach Prime and Reach the People exclusives that he has, his own practice film he shares, pregame, game day highlights. All of those are available from Darius. Same thing with Uncle Neely and the pregame show. They have their own uniqueness as well. And what Uncle Neely has is he does a great job of collaboration. He has pregame shows. He has the pregame show rewind segments with Tali Carr. That's all under the pregame show, under different topics here. He also has Ask Uncle Neely, pregame exclusives, the big boys. You know what I'm gonna do while I'm right here? The pregame show. I'm gonna update this a little bit because I want to show this the pregame show rewind, because that's where that's the uniqueness of Tali Carr. And then the pregame exclusives only is the pregame by themselves, and I'm gonna bring this to the top. Actually, I want that to be the first thing, so put that right here. Exclusives from the pregame show. All right, and then you can get into the rewind. Yep. Ask Uncle Neely. The Big Boys is a show that he has with Carl Reed Jr., who is with 247 Sports, just like Adam Munster Tiger. You got Wednesdays with Warren. That's with Coach Warren Sapp. You got Unc and Chico. That's the Big Dog Chico with Big Dog Chico Sports Talk. They have their own show together. The Whistle with 2 coaches on the CU staff, football staff. That's Coach Hart, linebackers coach, and Coach Pollock, who's on the offensive side. I think he's an offensive analyst. Then he has also interviews with players and staff. Get to know players and staff with Uncle Neely. It does a great job interviewing. Then there's Colorado football press conferences and practice film and pregame film and game day film. So all of that is available with the pregame network. All right, so let's go back here. Let's see if there's any questions or anything. All right, so y'all doing okay? All right, let's keep going. We got Governor Camden Dempsey, and what he has like 2 episodes already. He just got started, but these are thoroughly covering the state of the program. And I think it's actually called the State of the Team Address. If you go in and you take a look, you see the governor's first team update, but it's the state of the program address. And these are summer updates thus far. And he has provided 2 state of the program addresses at this point to give you an update on what's going on with the program. So check those out. And then who we have next? We have DNVR Buffs podcast. By the way, today they have a great podcast coming up with Colorado football recruiting team, with Corey, Coach Corey. And then we also have, I forget her name, Slayton. I think it's, forget her first name, Malia, I think, but but Slayton, and then we have Coach Corey, both on the recruiting staff. Corey is the director of player personnel, um, and then we have Malia, and I hope I'm not mispronouncing the name, but I have to look it up again. But I know her last name is Slayton, but she's a part of the like the on-campus recruiting portion of Colorado football recruiting. They're going to be on DMVR today, but the podcast show with DMVR right now, I got it broken down by weeks in the summer, but they have daily shows, so they're on the week 3 of the Colorado's 2024 summer workouts. So that's how I have it organized, because they sort of speak on the daily occurrences that come up in the program and outside, also in the NCAA college football stratosphere, if you will. They also do player interviews, coaches and staff interviews. As I mentioned today, they're interviewing some coaches and staff members. They do other support interviews, people who support the program. They have the DMVR pregame show, where they collaborate with the pregame show and Uncle Neely, and they have their own shows for the pregames. They also have like practice coverage for these pregame shows as well. Then they have post-game shows between those two. They have a segment called 21 Questions that they do with Colorado football players. They also do emergency podcasts when new things emerge that's cutting edge and that's new and fresh and breaking news. They also have these watch-alongs and exclusives that they might do. Sometimes they might hold a watch-along at their bar, because the DMVR podcast show is hosted at the DMVR bar in Denver, Colorado, and that's where their show is, right? But they host people and events, and in the bar they have these big screens and they watch games with people that come out to the bar. So anyway, you can check those things out. They also have other experiences where they might host shows from like the Big 12 Media Day or something in Las Vegas or Arlington or wherever it's going to be. And they do those type of things. So great content, but check them out as well. All right, I hope this is helpful for you all in giving you an overview of each one of these, just because I want you to see what's available, and it's all in one place, conveniently laid out for you. The most recent content here is Big Dog Chico Sports Talk. He has his own show. He also does Buff Time Podcast as a part of his show. And you'll see the June episodes. Buff Time Podcast is with Brian Howell. So him and Brian Howell with Buff Zone, they talk Colorado football. And then he also has a Buffum Updates show with Adam Munstertiger with BuffStampede.com. And they talk and analyze CU football and CU football recruiting. He has a new segment called Prime Economics, and he does that with Prime Sports Media as another content provider. They're not in the top 11 here, but they, it's just another content creator, but Big Dog collaborates with Prime Sports Media, and they do Prime Economics together. You got the Prime Parents interviews, so you can take a look at those interviews from season 1 last year. Season 2 is the newest parent interviews. And then you got interviews from parents of former players. So players that what's not in here is that I left off is the interviews with like former players who like left the team or something. It's only like former players who graduated or they went on to professional league, or they left in great standing. So it's just people in great standing from season 1, people in great standing with the program from season 2. And I'm talking great standing from the perspective of the fact that they didn't just like leave the program, that they're still collaborating with the program and connected, and they left on like great terms, so that's what I'm referring to. And then some that left that got disconnected from the program. Maybe it's no bad like blood or anything like that, it's just that they disconnected themselves, in some kind of way, like coaches or players. They're just not connected anymore. But that don't mean they're at war or in opposition to one another between the program or Coach Prime. I just didn't want to waste any like real estate for that content. If you want that information, you can just go to There's a resources section like at the bottom of the content that you're finding underneath the videos, and I give you a link where you can go to like Big Dog Chico's YouTube channel, or you can subscribe from any one of the videos from their YouTube channel, or their website or their blog, and you can get all of their content, and not just hand selected pieces of their content that I put inside of this programs area. There's Dog and Dave. There's another content creator, Dave. David Talks Buffs. He has another show that he does, and that's another creator. He's just not in the top 11 and featured inside of our community. But Big Dog does a show with him. Dave is an alumni of Colorado, of University of Colorado. All right, let's see here. Okay, we got Big Dog Chico Reacts. He reacts to different practice film. He has CU recruiting business, so he might collaborate with Devin Respress, who's a part of the recruiting team at CU football, or other recruiting members to talk recruiting. Then there's also gameplay film reviews. So all of those things are provided by Big Dog Chico Sports Talk. Let's see what else we have here. We have buffstampede.com. This is Adam Munster Tiger, member of the local CU press, but Adam is also a part of 24/7 Sports. And with 24/7 Sports or 247 Sports, he does recruiting updates. So he shares those right here. He also does analysis that he has, and he often does his analysis with Brian Howell, who's with Buff Zone. He has another show with Uncle Neely called In the Bag with Uncle and Adam. So that's where you can find those episodes is right here. And they're broken down 2024 spring, 2024 summer. He has Buff Stampede radio episodes. He also has a newsletter. With the radio, he collaborates with William Gardner and Jimmy, I think Searfoss is his name, and they talk recruiting. They talk about the roster and things like that. And then Buff Stampede Film Room is exactly what it says it is. All right. So the next thing, and I'm gonna speed it up a little bit because my 45 minutes is up and we gotta go. And Buff Zone with Brian Howell here. This is similar to what Adam does, but he's not with 247. But Brian Howell is a local member of the press, and he has you'll find all of the football pressers and press conferences with CU football. He does program interviews with different members and coaches and staff and supporters, and he also does analysis with Adam Munster Tiger, and they do that together. So you'll see that as well. So that's what's available with Brian. Brian knows a lot of history of the program. He probably has been there the longest outside of Mark Johnson, who's with Buffs TV, official. Colin Moore with Life in Football. Let's take a look at what Colin provides. And as I said before, Colin does really well with his Colorado football interviews. So you'll see he has lots and lots of interviews from former players, coaches, staff, season 1, season 2. Just take a look at all those. He does trips to CU football games that he puts content out in reference to his trips. He also has some gaming that he's beginning to do with players, so he'll be publishing those as well. Then he has his regular Life in Football podcast show with his business partner. He has program updates that he does constantly on YouTube all throughout the day. He's updating any single thing that occurs in the program that's announced. He does a commentary on it, so that's what you'll find with Colin and Life in Football. So let's see here, but you can come here. The point is you can come to this programs area and you can access it all, right? All in one place and hop from one program to the next and just get updated with what's going on in the program. You got Buffed and Prime, And this is the film breakdowns that I've done. And you'll see there's coaches film provided, there's CU players film breakdown. You can see all the players. If you want to see a film breakdown on Shiloh Sanders, LeJontay Wester, Chidozie Nwankwo, Nikhil Webb Walker, Travis Hunter Jr., whatever, he even does comparisons, like a player comparison between like Carson Beck and Shedeur Sanders. He did a film breakdown with that as well. Right here, freshman film review. He even do recruiting targets, before CU even locks down a commitment from someone or someone joins the team. He does a film review of what to expect, and a lot of times even people before they join, it can even be like a recruiting thing to them, because he's highlighting, the pros and cons, strengths and weaknesses of players, and people flock to it. He also educates his audience, or they educate their audience on what to look for, coverages, and so on and so forth. They take a look at Colorado opponents, and they scout the opponents and share how CU football compares to their opponents. And they also do live panel discussions, etc. So they're onto something great with their content. So I think you will really appreciate it. And then finally, we have Buffs TV. This is giving you a CU football experience when they went on a leadership camp, the interviews and the unique content produced by the Colorado football media team. You got the Meet the Buffs interviews with Mark Johnson. He does the CU football coaches show every week during the season. There's player highlights and analysis as well. So great content as well that's unique and different from everything else that's offered within the other programs. So that is it, my friends. The last thing I share, other than saying, hey, there's a Prime 21 store from Amazon that you can go to and get some stuff, some gear. CU Buffs Football official website where you can see the roster of all the players, the schedule. You can learn how to donate. All those things is on this tab at the top that says CU Buffs Football. You can collaborate with members inside our community. There's resources right here in reference to character coaching, business, and life coaching. So you can come through here and get access to these free resources. Most of them are free, right? But these resources are available to you. All right, so that is it. I think that is enough for today. Hope you got great value from today. Go to CoachPrimeFanatics.com, and at the very least, subscribe to the newsletter. And then also, I want to see you inside the community. You see all the great things available to you in the community, from resources to programs to engagement and discussion and access to website, all kinds of things. So, let's continue to win, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. It's going to be on Monday. That's the next time we're going to see each other. Look out for the first newsletter to come out on Sunday, first day of the week. Every week on Sundays is when it's going to come out. So talk to you soon. All right. See you Monday.